No, go back on. Hi guys, how are you today? I hope you guys are doing well. Good evening, my people. How are you today? Hi guys, how are you? I'm testing out. Is the network friendly, guys? Do I look okay? I can like put the window down and yeah, so gives us more space. I'm not moving anywhere today, so I'm sharing the story from here where I am. But I've recently changed the radio. I've been yeah, I'm going to disable that thing. I know how to disable it now. Yeah. So guys, how are you today? Mine is okay. We have just finished the Cow Weekly Roundup today, and we have something special for you. We hosted a very special lady today, and you guys are going to enjoy everything I interviewed her about. In the next like 2 hours or 3 hours, the Cow Weekly Roundup should be live for you to watch. It's interesting. Guys, you need to watch today's Weekly Roundup. Yeah. I'm okay. I'm not complaining. Akiram, good evening. Shagaf Salmin. We basic Chris. I was just here recapping yesterday's video when a notification showed up. Aramat Photography, Paul Sema VIP, Nagari Frank, Starch Events, Natty Stephen. Can 12 million get a MarkX in good condition if I'm flexible with USZ series? Yes, you'll have a few things to work on, but overall it should be okay. Whichever manyanti any car you buy below 15 million, you should have a 1 million on the side. Yeah, you'd be lucky if you don't spend any money on it. Yeah. One thing I've realized about cars that are let's say cars that are 20 million and below, most of those cars someone fixed what they could, and whatever they could skip and continue driving, they left because they were selling or they were planning to sell. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So majority of the time when someone is selling their car that is in good condition according to them, and they are selling it less than 20 million, or they are selling it less than 15 million, if 15 million could fetch it in the condition it is, then that means what can say? I'll give you an example. We bought a MarkX yesterday. We bought a Noah as well. The MarkX has something that these guys hadn't even got around to diagnosing. We diagnosed it. We saw it. When we were testing the car, it did not show at all. Yeah. Nagali Frank, Basic Chris, okay. Al Nsamba Michael Al Assad. So we hadn't, when we were testing, it did not come about. And then we paid for the car and went our way. So the gentleman that bought the car gave it a kick down as he was heading somewhere, and the car had something these guys hadn't seen. You see, the battery fastener, akakatia kasiba battery, it would occasionally, it wasn't fastened, so it would occasionally hit the positive and negative terminals as the car was moving. You know, my son got an award at school today. My son got an award, and it's above self, service above self. So he's very helpful to his classmates. He's very helpful to his teachers. So he got an award, and he also got a certificate. So, and he was putting on a suit today. I wasn't able to attend that because I was busy, but we have something to display in the home. So anyway, so when this guy was driving, so when you have a car, what should I use to show you guys? I don't see anything that I can use here. But when your battery is somewhere like this, you know that for the guys that have cars. Kati akakati bwekajikwata bwoba tokanywezeza, yeah, it can hit either terminals. Normally negative would not be bad, but if it hits a positive terminal, the car can actually even catch fire. It's good that we saw it at the time when we saw it. So I think it's something that was happening even when they had the car, but they never cared to solve it. So when this happened with this gentleman, of course, it also has a gauge problem. Gauge, the fuel gauge starts from quarter tank. So you'll find the car in half tank, think it has fuel, kumbe it has quarter tank. So that's what happened. Which was fuel. But we se akatine kakona battery. Katikabadde kajjanga kagatta. Of course, today my mechanic went and checked a few fuses that were off, and I told him to continue driving it. But if the symptoms persist, but it's all solved to the computer, we know what the possible problem can be, and it's totally solvable. But that's the one thing I want you to understand. There are those issues that everyone that is going to sell a car will ignore. Because the car moves perfectly. MarkX etambula bulungi wansi mpya. I can tell it's newer than the UBK we bought at 18. We bought it 12.5, the UAZ. But it's newer than Wansawo, mpya nnyo n'okusinga UBK. New shocks, all shocks were new. The suspension was newly worked on. Okujjako, we found one issue with the MarkX when we went to do service. Bananga abantu ba ignoring a certain problems. I don't know how people survive with cars. Era chovola emoroka za ngenda ziseranze. Sagada na kunza nyirako. So anyway, so mulaba the crankcase omugenda oil for the engine. Now, when every time they untighten the screw, ogomsumari gwa crankcase, baguzamu. Now, abazungu boche bakora, ogomsumari bagusura, they bring another bolt, or another nail, vuba nail. Nebateka ko washa endala, nebasiba. Kati this musumari gwali gwanaba. And the idiot of a mechanic, yari yasiba ko, bamuita silicone. It's idiotic to do. So when we went to do service, ngana go ujira, nebajako crankcase, nebajisaida mwe nati injoli endala, nebazako musumari. So those are the two issues we found with that car, Zoka. Chatuwa domo, kisa to even wash the katimba down there, ne cranks, ne tujoza, the silicone you to be jai, normally they do those things. So we did that, and now we are okay. Akujaka kakanti abade kumyo engine check, nga when you walk back kick down, ne itamusa tunaingira munya, nge guskayo ne guza. So we tested everything. The gearbox is very okay. Ebara gear nezi komyao. Just in our car short. Ketwade toes and it's their fuses, which we worked on perfectly. The car is still moving, but in case it persists, we know what the problem. We know what's the worst case scenario, and the worst case scenario is doable. Which tegera. So, but anyway, how did we buy the MarkX? The gentleman told me he had 13 million shillings. He had 13 million shillings to buy a car, and I told him he wanted a MarkX. And I told him a MarkX of Nyagate Weironzi. In my opinion, the Mark II brand would be a better buy. But all the good Mark II brands, a grobaba devaziseira. Ndio muntu akugamba nti atunda Mark II brand UAY million 10 abali ima. Ochitegera million 10 zita Mark II brand UAY. So what we did, they shared with us like 4 MarkXs, I think. But 2 of them, go JK, the place where we went to buy the car, that's where they were, and they were bad. Omanyo muntu agasijja kutola kweze moroka kubambi tojja zigula. And yeah, that's how we do not go there. And normally when I find a car that is good, basagara kumalabude. So we saw that MarkX. Now when we saw that MarkX, nganjagaro jigana because the number nganjagaro gamba nedda. You know how you want to send a moroka nedda ya beyi nenge moroka nungi. Okisegeera walawo ekintu kyosanga nga kirungi nga you cannot believe nti gye kiri nga tokkiza nti kirungi nga bwe kiri ye MarkX eyo. AC worked perfectly. And guys, let me tell you this, never buy a MarkX that doesn't have working AC. If anything, never buy a MarkX that has no working AC. Actually, MarkX, what we more is even an AC, two ACs, one behind and one in front. Nuwa, Alphard, Harrier. Never buy those cars without working AC. Never. The repairs for AC are too expensive. It will cost you an arm and a leg. So make sure that if you buy a MarkX, the AC is working. Or else, if you don't buy MarkX that has working AC, make sure you don't need the AC at all. But if you're the kind of person that will need AC, kat MarkX so you've got to AC. Oshitegera, me I don't even know. Nze simaina buvuga moruka ngatekola AC kati bugu ngwedi yitirira nga nawo tuyananga abatambuzi ebigere. Eh? So anyway, but Chisura Stephen, the Mark II brand is the old version of the MarkX. After the Mark II brand, they started making the MarkX. So around 2004, that's when they stopped making the Mark II brand and they started making the MarkX. Yeah. So that's what happened. And I drove that car over for how many minutes? I drove it around Bugorobi once. The mechanic drove it around Bugorobi. Then I took it to Ruziranga and Jirinye. And I was trying to find something that would stop us from buying this car. I am sure even if I had seen that kick down thing, we would have bought it because there was no serious error there. But the car was in very good condition. MarkX say yo, chemanye charges bay your number plate. Had it been a UBH or something, it would have been like 16, 17. But number plates don't matter anymore. For the next 5 years, number plates will not matter. You buy your old number plate car and put a digital number plate and you'll be safe. You saw the spacio I was doing, yeah? The spacio that I was doing is the one I did a review on. The spacio has a digital number plate. No one even knows the number plate it was on. I say, and nobody cares. People just want to buy it. At times, also put in consideration, if it's 25, just put 27. Thank you very much. Achigozari wanzenga simulabi. Price Pro Max. Bachisura, welcome back to Uganda. Henry Babakio, hi. Bukenya Abi, hi. King Daniels, hi. Starch Events, hi. Jonathan Motumba, hi. Chigoze Stanley. The price of the newer cash money, Baba Dewa quarter 37. Cash money. Baba Dewa quarter 37. Nenga tituina cash. If you guys have cash, bring 37 million shillings. I am sure if we had cash, we would have bargained a little bit more. Now, what makes that newer expensive apart from the fact that we had no cash money? Nuwa yoje twaguze twalabye twasose ntwaba nuwa eyabadde nga ekamu ku bay but yabadde nungi nga ne AC takola. I don't ate mu bondi ogula yemoroka nga AC tekola obo yonona. So we went and saw that nuwa and we did not look away again. Why? Now, why is that nuwa expensive? One, it's white. White and silver even in Japan is more expensive than black. You guys remember we bought a black nuwa at I think 35. Twajigula meka nuwa ije twasema 35 34. But that nuwa ere ya black twajigula tenayingira bondi. Or I think he imported his car, najiteka ku number plate nge Mombasa, najiteka and we bought it on the way. But this came to the bond, najiteka ku number plate, najiteka. It's a UBR, but it was good. Apart from the color, what makes that car expensive? It's I want to call it the full spec. Power door, enzigi zoneze mabega power, onyigaro pesa nezegula zombi enzigi biri. It has a screen there. It has AC for rear and front. What one know is that AC for rear and front. We say it anga S-server one oka, but that one had AC in the rear. Reverse camera was already installed. It had a screen here. And it had 50,000 genuine kilometers. Yes, 50,000 genuine mileage. Now that doesn't I can tell you majority of the cars were born in Kwatim, if not all of them. But this one had genuine mileage in a sticker UNBS. What was sticker like I have a sticker on my car here. I'd have to use Google Lens to see what it means. But also sometimes for me to see if the car has genuine mileage, one dashboard one maso. That's where on a sticker last service. Now, some bamanyo katekao and in other places around the dashboard or around the seats. Katakantu bamanyo kuchusa kali akantu ka UNBS ne baka bao. Now, baba waka akantu ka UNBS obane baka use ao. normally you can see the service tag. Same by Japan or Dubai or wherever you bought that car from. Now, there is a car we went to inspect in the bond some time ago, and one odometer nga kuliko kilometer emitwalo 3 mileage. Nenga waliko stika kuliko emitwalo 18. Ontegeera, and this is just a mistake that the guys in the bond do. But if they don't do that mistake, no majority of the time. And sometimes that's why we have a machine okebera okulaba very genuine mileage. Now, when we see that it's not genuine mileage, lwaki olumu tukireka tugamba tugenderawo? Because ogenda okwesanga nga omuntu emmotoka gyayagala ewalala teriiyo. Like I can tell you, you see the white color that we bought? The lady that bought the car wanted the car that she could drive right away. All the cars in the bond right now that don't have number plates, you have to wait a week or 2 to get number plates because you know the digital number plate thing. So we had only 2 white Nuas in Nakawa, Zebatulaze, and that was perfect. Second, the lady wanted to buy a Nua that she's not going to repair at all. That Nua had 17-inch tires, which are very good, give it very good ground clearance. It's 4-wheel drive, but it's you engage 4-wheel with a button. Very good. She's good to go. Everything else checked out. So so we're going to use the next 1 year to pay the balance, and when the balance is done, then we can start repairing. So those are the 2 cars we bought, guys. Nenga monyumize ekibozo ekiri eyo. Njagala genda kuwumulamu. Mpatikana nnyo ennaku zino njiriba nnyo ne dunia. Kati bw'ojiriba nnyo ne dunia otuuka n'okoowa muno oyagala okwebaka. N'olero mbadde nneebaseemu era katane nneme kujja ku broadcast. Ye omukyala gwe nkola naye nanzukusana nga Mr. Director agenda okukola broadcast yajja okukola teyeebaka. Naye nga weekly round ewedde. Actually, after this broadcast, I am going to upload the weekly roundup for you guys. It's interesting. There is a lady I've hosted. She's single. She's Arab and Muganda. She claims she's a Muganda. But that's a story for another day. You need to go see. You remember I once told you about a lady that understands tires like nothing? That's the lady I've got. I've hosted her. And if you guys request, I'll keep bringing her back. I was amazed at how much she knows about tires. And that's why I decided to bring her. Ate tuogeremu. Namwe munyumirwemu ate mulabeko ne ku mukazi ali passionate about, because I'll keep posting those guys, yeah? Yeah, but muli mutya mumbuze ku bibuuzo mumpe ku biboozi mbasibule mu dakika nga 2. Abavu Chintu Farms, yes, hi. I've always wanted a Wish new shape. Wish new shape gendo je ole bajituna milioni 3.3 cash money. Kiteza wajja jiguza 3.5 ba 3 mu nyango ojeoze. Gena nutekayo ka milioni za 2. I am sure they can give you that Wish at 20 if you pay first payment 20 million. Okitegeera. Mukisa bawa matha omubwati ngobula. Where had you gone? The G2 Vista in terms of resale value. I would buy the Vista. If at all the Vista has a VVTi engine, I think that's the 1ZZ, the one in the Primo, buy. G2 is okay, but people replaced it with the Pro Box. You should only buy it if the budget is the problem. Because G2 is only for million munana mwenda, neate Vista nunje ya VVTi ya million 12 chitone nyo. Waswa Emmanuel, hi. Seguya Ronald, yes, hi. Uncle FT Sot Kozotari, you decided to go live today. Hey, Hambu Kenya, the live broadcast on Saturday is supposed to happen. Yes, it is supposed to happen on Sunday evening. Mr. Lucius Chechidio, AOB, how are books going, Professor Arthur? But Sura, this time, this intake, I dropped out of CIA, Munansonyuma. I had a lot on my plate, guys. You know, even the last intake, because I level B is a CIA, I have to do level 6 and 7. Yeah, but this time I dropped out. Why? I have a lot of work. I have a lot of things on my plate. And classes normally clashed with my other programs. And looking that I don't need it to be promoted anywhere, I'm doing it for me to just learn stuff. I decided I'll probably enroll the next time. And also, I after the diagnosis with fatigue, I have fatigue. I just said, I think I'm taking on too much. I dropped out a little. I'll probably enroll the next batch with CIM. They're actually doing exams 1st April. Yeah, so I dropped out. I don't even feel bad about it. My fatigue is not yet gone. I still feel it a little. I just need to rest. And I am a hypochondriac, so I check myself a lot. So everything else is okay. All doctors, I've gone to like 4 doctors. They're all telling me I have fatigue. So that's why I dropped out this time. Ebyokusoma kasooke mpumulemu katono byemmanyiko bikyamala for now. But of course, for the love of cars is making me very busy. Dynamo, my performing arts company, is also making me very busy. And sometimes I find that I stress about losses. When I make losses, I stress about them. I also stress when I inspect a car for someone and something goes wrong. That also stresses me, which is why sometimes when I tell you guys I'm not inspecting cars of this much, I mean it. When I say I'm not going to that place to inspect a car, I'm trying to avoid stress. So yeah, I want to know how much a pick cost for family pickup. If you are looking for the L200, you can even get at 15 million shillings. I don't know where they are, but I'm telling you, you can. The L200 is one of the most affordable pickup trucks you can get. Then I think if you can find it, the Isuzu D-Max, it will also be good. Then the Nissan Hardbody, and then the Hilux, obviously. So, but if you're looking for a car that is both comfortable and easy to manage and maintain, look at the Mitsubishi L200. As a Passo Spacio new model, which one would you advise a person to buy if she has 22 million? Passo, at 22 million, you just add over 3 million and you get a new Passo from the bond. Why would I be buying a Spacio at 22? Why would I even be buying a Spacio at 20 million? Me, the Arthur. You people are joking. Out of it is a million. You people, me, I'm not picky about the cars I drive. That's why I enjoy myself. The Morocco Gento Castilla Gatenyo Mafuta. I have peace. Arthur, what is your view on changing locks on the car, especially for old cars like Chivina? Change is a chooser. I am sure. I take a Solex if you're changing for like Chivina. Take a Solex. Zamitono Zanga Kuminebi. Zinobatizura, Jingoba Munana. Take a Solex. But when you change those locks, make sure you get someone to fix the central lock as well. And if you can't, Chivina, you take a money alarm. Once the central lock is fixed, you can even input an alarm in your car. But change for those old cars, change. Normally, those old cars like Chivina Chikumi, every key can open. Every key. Mwemba nyumizachi. Umanya na inze njogera nyonyo bano omusajja ali wano wakaldina wiper zira ikatezikola. He's cleaning the window with a chigoye wali maso. Wiper zira ikazabivaamu da. It's a Caldina, the new model. It's UAK. And say chuka. There is a time when I was driving cars and the UAK was like my dream. Like, oh, nengure moroka mpianga UAK. Like it was a dream, I'm telling you. Dineta gangure moroka nga UAK. At that time, my first car was a UAB. My second car was a UAE. Then I drove UAF. Then I drove UAH. Then again, I went back to I got a UAK. That was a Dudu. Then I got a UAH. Then after the UAH, then after that, I bought myself a Vitz. I bought it at 10 million. That's like the first expensive car I bought. And I bought it for a reason. I wanted to do Uber. I bought it 10 million. Then after that, I went back a little. I bought a Raum UAM. I bought it 6 million. But it gave me trouble. I sold it 9 million. But then I said, why am I buying an expensive car? I used that money. Then I bought a Mark 20 in Nabagamba. I bought it 3.5, but I paid the guy 2.5. I think I'll name Wanga Yabidi like that. Then I sold it. Then I'll name Bonabona Mwao, Ate Lockdown, Polo, Mark 2 Ogubina. Then I went to the Primo. Then I went to the Corolla Namukade. Then I went to, after the Corolla Namukade, I accidentally bought a Vitz. After that Vitz, I never looked back. I kept buying new. I never got ready to buy a car from the bond. Somehow I bought that first Vitz, the one I bought for the lady. So I ended up paying for the car. And then after that, I sold it to someone. And when I sold it to that person, I went to the bond the first time. I bought that car. After I met someone, bought it. I went to the bond. Then someone bought that car that I got from the bond the next day. Then I went and bought this one. Yeah, so somehow I never got ready to buy a car from the bond. I just looked at this Caldina and memories came, and like, oh, there was a time. I cannot show you because now I'm talking about it. If we had found it on the road, I would show you. But it's a Caldina, the model that came after the model I was driving. I think I was driving around 1996. That must be a 1998 model or 2000 model of the Caldina. It was like a dream for me. Like, my God, if I bought it, even has like yeah, and it's really comfortable. Now I don't want it. I don't even. Eza moroka nkadde kasikyazagana ngeza EFI. Eza VVTI. Sagala vuga moroka EFI name mvuga VVTI kati. So anyway, as I talk about the AC refilling, how long should it last on occasional use? No leaks, because I refilled last year in June. Remove 1.9 now, it seems to be empty. Guys, if your AC is working, use it. Use it. If you don't use your AC, don't blame the person that refilled it. I'll give you an example with the human body. You have joints. If you don't use your joints often to exercise and all, the joints will start cracking up and they'll start being painful and all that. So if that happens to human joints, what happens with the AC? The AC system was created that the gas has to go through. If you don't do that, it will get leakages. So guys, once you refill your AC and you don't use it as often, you guys, when you refill your AC, use that AC at least every 3 days. Me, I use my AC every day. Whatever your Corolla, the Corolla AC, I bought that Corolla and I just refilled gas. And I never, ever, once, ever, anyone's replaced AC until I gave it to my cousin. Na atandika kujivuga nga AC talimu. Nefa. Nitujitekamu awe emitwalo nkaaga, neddamu nefa. Because twatekangamu AC nga nimba, bichi, nengira tagikozesa. The moment you don't use the AC system, it will die. Honest, I hope you get it. So the next time you repair your AC, use it. It's supposed to be used. Like, it's almost like all electronics. All electronics, if you don't use them for some time, they'll die. After, how can one contact you for inspection and not to advise someone buy a car 20 million that looks good? Yesterday we were buying, someone sent me a Rumion UBG. I think we have a Dagama 22, but that means obviously again Oksala. So there is a Rumion that I actually saw that is below 25 million. And then I have someone, a subscriber here, I inspected their car. They're also selling their Rumion UBL. Bangami over 26. He was asking me how much money could come out of it, and then someone called them, and I'm Gamba 26. So anyway, Rumion, Rakti, Sienta. Of course, I don't recommend the Spacio, but yes, the Spacio, Raum, which other car? MarkX, Mark II brand, Crown, Harrier old model. You can buy Mercedes Benz if you want. You can buy an Audi if you want. Plenty of cars you can buy. Watch together. Yeah, he's selling his Sienta. And it was doing Uber. Now take a gearbox. Now it needs a new engine. It's been packed for over a month. Why would you buy a car that has a faulty gearbox at 13 million? A car that has been doing Uber. Guys, all Sientas that have been doing Uber, me, I'll just look at it and set it to Jikeveda. Either the guys that will do inspection with me, if you see me ngambe you see Jikeveda, mbasi Jikeveda. Either bo ojigula steka ko mukono gwange, because the Morocco is bad zikola Uber zibona. Now why would you be buy a car that has been doing Uber, needs a gear, a new engine? The new engine of a Sienta is around 2 million. So ogenda bo jiguze 15. Is that really worth it? After the 15, you're going to repair a lot of things down there, if you don't see because of Uber. So I don't recommend it. But you can buy it either way. You can buy it if you're happy with it. Because you might be there knowing that the car is really in good condition. Yeah. Now you people, where can you keep your documents like vehicle card, land, titles? Where are they safe? You keep them with relatives. Or you get a safe and put it in your house. Or you go to keep them in the bank. Everyone has places where they keep their things. And everyone will not tell you because now we'll be seeing where they keep. Where are you from? Can I invest my 10 million in a car or in land? So now we are Adrian. That's a question that people have a lot. I have 10 million. Should I buy land or buy a car? First thing first, what do you need the land for? 2, what do you need the car for? That's your answer. If you need the car for something that is going to help you better your life, buy the car. If you need land for something that's going to make your life better, buy the land. Both things can make you lose money, by the way. One thing I've realized about land, people that invest in land are people that have money. Until someone has 30 million, they invest 15 million in land, they keep 15 million for their business. Or 15 million for Ebigwabitaraze. The day you buy land and then you get an emergency and sell it at a loss, that's when you will learn that not all. Sorry, network nzijeko. Ngenda basi bulanno. The lockdown taught me one thing. The lockdown taught me that it taught me that holding money is much more important than holding stuff. People sold things cheaply during the lockdown. A lot of abantu batunda amayumba, batunda amataka, batunda emmotoka. Okitegeera, eh? So I want to recommend that if you're going to either buy land or a car, it should be a personal decision that comes from you calculating and say, if you buy a car that's not going to help you better your life, it's a loss. If you buy land for the sake of buying land because they told you land is profitable, still you might make losses. The reason why I can never do without a car, one, it keeps me alive. It keeps me whole. It keeps my family alive and whole. Borders are dangerous. I'm not risking my life over anything. Taxis, if I sit in a taxi and I breathe in that fuel, I need at least 3 hours to recover. So no taxis for me. No buses. If you give me a gig in Ginger, you're not giving me fuel, I don't do that gig. That's who I am. Ontegeira. I'm not doing that. Ochitegeira. Muyombia Mark, hi. Keep your money in money markets, bro. Thank you, Stephen. How do you contact me? You call me on 0752991051. Joanne Nagai, I just pumped on your page trying to get as much info about the Toyota Wish because I recently got a field job. Mileage best pay. So I'm looking at FarmBiz car with low fuel uptake. Buy a 1.5 liter vehicle, Joanne. Don't buy. The Wish is a good car, but it's one car that I've found that ladies complain about the length. So you buy a smaller car, 1.5 liters preferably. It will save you fuel. If your pay is mileage based, so saving money on fuel is definitely something, yeah. So Mr. Senabli, if it's not for profit making, I think buying land is better because you won't be adding money on it, but for the car, you'll be adding in money for maintenance. Yes. What's a good price for a reasonable pickup? 15 million and above. I'm selling off my 2006 Subaru Legacy at 18 million. Slightly negotiable. Mumuli de Joanne, abagambi atundi morokaye. Assalamu alaikum, Rama Charity Organization. I'm doing okay. I hope you're doing well. Just for multiplying my money. Senaburia, both things can multiply your money, but I would invest solid, like liquid cash. Me, knowing what I know now, I will not get 10 million and put it in one thing like this. Now that if I want to multiply, I'd rather, like someone has said, invest in money markets. I would rather do that. I would not want to put all my 10 million in one thing, knowing what I know. I'm just putting this 10 there, but I also have 10 million that I can utilize for other things. Guys, yeah. I hustle a lot. Yeah, I need to rest. Yeah. But my boy got an award. I'm happy for him. And he got a very good award. I have to teach him to not be so selfless, though. The world is not kind to kind people. So my biggest son got an award, service above self. It's good, but I have to teach him to be servicing himself also, because the world does not care. So buy the Noah or the RAV4, preferably get a 4-wheel drive if it's very steep, yeah? Today you get to answer me. Advice on the Lexus LX600 2022 G-Wagon. My God, I have to read about those things. And also, if you're buying those cars, you should not be minding fuel economy. Well, guys, already more when not to kujigula. Njaba sifa ola banze ne kakati. Buna bulu 15 sifa ayo nteka mbutesi fulu tanka bega kenda nenzija ko banga 3 nganzi juzaawo nabo si kyafaayo. Mwe, the day I start driving a car that is 2 liters and above, nja kuba nkikubye nga si kyafaayo. So Joshua, obviously the Lexus will beat them. I think I answered you even last time. The Lexus beats them. But if you're buying those cars, why are you minding fuel economy? Are you ready for the car or not? Are you? Guys, munzikirize massively. I think I want to go and upload the weekly roundup and then I head out. Guys, Akiram, Shagaf, Salmin, Louis, Basic Chris, Armad Photography, Paul Sema, VIP, Nagari Frank, Search Events, Nati Stephens, Nsamba Michael Al-Assad, Chigozi Stanley, Juko Nicholas, the Asha Group, Joseph Bari Kudembe, Jonathan Mutumba, King Daniels, Henry Barbecue, Bachisura Stephen, Chintu Farms Limited, the Asha Group, Ben Kako Mokisa, Emma Kafero, Emmanuel Kabari, Muanga W. Robert, the one and only Nicole, Waso Emmanuel Seguya, Ronald VIP, Hambu Kenya, Mr. Lucias, Jonathan Mutumba, Mayanja Arnes, Jester Fufan, Bara Morievozi, Joan Nagai, Rama Charity Organization, 7W Edwin Joshua Muhaire, Nagadi Nakumaze. Mumuroza siba mazeyo. Guys, double tap before I go. You're 48, you have only 30 likes. Double tap the screen. Give us some info on coolant. Types pink. Guys, use the pink coolant. The pink coolant is heavy duty coolant. The green coolant is normal coolant. But when you're going to put the pink coolant, if there's green coolant, put it all out. Use the pink coolant. It's for heavy duty. Either the pink coolant is what is recommended for heavy trucks. The green coolant is normal. But since we are in Uganda, use the pink one. Amina Wangode Edmond, Paul Robbins, Sechitoreko Peter, Wabuyi Nelson. Guys, Abari Mukamore, don't take it for granted. Guys, double tap before I go. 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 Double tap. Guys, double tap. Tomorrow the broadcast will happen at 5:15. Hopefully, njakuba mva mu gym ngava kajizam. Manjagala nyo genda mu gym. But they have told me we're exercising. I will just increase my sleep. You see, I'm small. Imagine if I didn't gym. Do you know how I would be? Hey. Hey. Amina Kennedy. Guys, I'm double tap. You're 43, I'm only 38. Like. Then we go. Like, in just a weekly roundup with ja. Take a code data. Weekly roundup with ja. In the next 2 hours, the weekly roundup is going to be live. Yes. Weekly roundup with ja. Have you liked? Former people ngende. Former people double tap. Gwe kona bukonyi mu screen yo makati vote. Kona bukonyi makati mu screen. I love the feel of this radio that I've put in here. But I still have to learn how to use it. Guys, 43 likes. Thank you very much, guys. Kambasiwule, I don't take you for granted. The fact that you're here, you choose me. Guys, tell people about my service, the pre-purchase inspection service. Yes, that's one way we keep this channel running. And guys, we have our event, the Love for Cars Convention, is going to happen in August, the last weekend of August. It's going to be an exclusive event for only 200 people. Together with only 200 people, we're going to have speakers, experts on cars, expert diesel mechanics. We're going to have an expert diesel petrol and other petrol mechanics. We're going to have an expert Mercedes-Benz mechanic. We're going to have expert German mechanics to come and speak to you guys. We're going to have the police PR department. Yeah, we are contacting the Ministry of Works to also come and explain to us the things that are happening in the car industry. But also we are publishing the first ever Love for Cars magazine, and it's going to be packed. Buli muntu anasasula ticket yingira mu Love for Cars Convention, ngofuna copy ya magazine, and you'll also get a full year subscription to the newsletter, a Love for Cars. And of course, tell your people, only 200 people. So we're making it exclusive. How much is pre-purchase inspection? 450,000 only. Is a sentence yani mechanic. He knows how to check stuff. I know what I want him to check. Guys, I wish a very lovely evening. How much is entrant and to save? Math. Guys, I wish towetaka kusavinga. Seneze mugendo kusasula. Ntono nnyo muzina. Komite yange si abavu muzirina. Ntono nnyo. Anyway, guys, I wish a very lovely evening. I wish a very don't drink and drive and put on the thing, the rubber. Yambala. Don't overspeed. May the good Lord bless you immensely and your families. If you have KFC, you can call me and we share. Njagala nnyo burgers ezo. Although I'm reducing on that. Yes, you know, I took my kids for KFC today and I bought water. Okula kuno nguza amazzi nga batama ne ngali mukoya KFC wali nkaddiye ne mukama bampero mukisa guys. I wish you a very lovely evening. See you tomorrow evening. Ciao.